Hey everybody, Anime Abraham here and welcome back to another video where today we'll be beginning a brand new What If series on the channel. This series will be What If I Was in the MCU? Yes, my friends, I am putting myself in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Before we fully get into this video, I would just like to say that unlike the previous What If series that I did, this series not only has a direct inspiration in the form of Damon What If's What If I Was in the MCU, but also, instead of making a character for myself, this will actually be the real-life version of myself. And without any further delays, let's go ahead and get into the MCU. So I'm sitting in my room, relaxing, when I hear a voice. The voice tells me, "The time has come, Abraham. The time has come for you to become a champion. The champion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You are about to take part of an experiment which will change the very fate of this universe itself." I instantly start to freak out, as I do not know who's talking to me, let alone where the voice is coming from. The voice tells me not to be afraid and reveals himself to be a Watcher, one of the omnipotent gods within the Marvel Universe itself. With that, the Watcher tells me about the experiment and what I have to do. I ask him one simple question though. Why me? Why did you choose me to take part of this experiment specifically? He says that he chose me simply due to my extensive knowledge of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and my extensive knowledge of the Marvel Universe itself. I then ask him what I have to do, and then he gives me a debrief on the mission itself. I then say okay to him, and with that, he gives me a gift. The gift is to choose any superpower or superpowers that I want. I then ask for the strength of a tiger, the speed of a cheetah, and the invisibility of a jaguar. With that, he gives me those powers, and with that, I test out my strength. He notices that my strength of a tiger puts me on par with the Hulk in terms of strength, and with my speed of a cheetah, that I'm even faster than Quicksilver. And at this point, thanks to my invisibility of a jaguar, I can instantly camouflage myself anywhere to the point where people can't even see me because I am invisible. With that, the Watcher sends me on my way, and I am teleported to the deserts of Arizona. I then look for people who can help me out, but then I remember Jane Foster and her friends. I then go to New Mexico where Jane Foster and her friends are studying and waiting for Thor to arrive. I then run Sonic the Hedgehog style all the way to New Mexico, and with that I am easily able to go all the way to New Mexico due to my super speed. But here's the thing though, my shoes are absolutely wrecked due to me running at such high speeds, and thanks to this, I need new shoes. But instead of spending thousands of dollars on new shoes alone, instead I'm looking for Jane Foster and her friends to help me out. How can they help me out, you may be wondering? By directing me to other Marvel superheroes that exist within the MCU. With that, I find Jane Foster and her friends and instantly run at super speeds to them. They are instantly startled because of my super speed, but I tell them that I mean no harm. I simply ask for their help and they direct me to Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk. I am instantly starstruck as I'm a fan of the Incredible Hulk. However though, I do not ask Bruce Banner to transform into the Hulk simply due to the fact that I know that their relationship is strained between the two of them, and Bruce Banner doesn't want to transform into the Hulk simply because he's afraid that he'll destroy everything, similarly to how he first transformed in the MCU and he destroyed everything. After hanging out with Jane Foster and her friends and the Hulk, I instantly see a lightning storm start to brew. I recognize this and tell them this can only mean one thing. Thor is about to land in the New Mexico desert. With that, I go at super speed to the New Mexico desert to see Thor land. But little do I know that I'm standing right in the spot where Thor lands. Thus, when he does land, I'm getting a direct hit from Thor's lightning. Due to me being such close proximity to Thor's landing, and due to me being in such close proximity to the Hulk, I not only get struck by lightning, but it's also gamma-infused lightning. With that, my strength of a tiger is even further enhanced to the point where I'm 3 times as strong as the Hulk in his Hulk form, and my speed is also enhanced to the point where I'm even faster than light now. As for my invisibility though, my invisibility has been increased to the point where I can even shapeshift into objects to camouflage myself, such as Mystique. I then point out a boulder on the New Mexico desert that Thor managed to move, and with that I transform into the boulder, and Jane Foster and her friends, along with the Hulk and Thor, can't even tell the difference, meaning that my invisibility power has also been enhanced. With that, I get excited about my newly enhanced powers and decide to test them out. I run so fast to the point where I loop around the world 400 times in 400 seconds. And in terms of my strength, I don't really get a true test of it. Simply because in order to figure out a true test of my strength and where its limit is, I would need Bruce Banner to transform into the Hulk. And I respect the fact that the relationship is strained, and I do not let him transform into the Hulk under any circumstances due to his fear of destroying everything and due to his relationship with the Hulk being strained. With that, I know where my next stop is. My next stop is S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, which is located in New York. With that, I instantly run to New York and say goodbye to my new friends. I ask Hulk and Thor to visit me sometime back in S.H.I.E.L.D., as I know I'm going to be spending time in there for a long time. They say yes to this, and with that, I instantly run Sonic the Hedgehog style again all the way to New York. If you know where that song is from, or knew where that song is from, and know the lyrics to the song, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your responses. Whoever guesses where the song is from correctly and knows the correct lyrics to the song will receive a shout out from me, Anime Abraham. Anyway though guys, back to the what if scenario. I eventually find my way to S.H.I.E.L.D. after looping around the world another 1,000 times just for the heck of it. And with that, I eventually make my way into S.H.I.E.L.D., but I am eventually caught due to me knocking down a canister of green fluid, and with that, they eventually find me, catch me, and I am interrogated, unfortunately. Fortunately for me, they only ask me simple questions like, where am I from? How was I able to get in here? And how was I able to find S.H.I.E.L.D.? I answered these questions without fail, and they see me as a good person. I tell them that I mean no harm after I answer these questions, and they see me as a good person as a result of this. I then ask if I can get a superhero suit for myself, as my regular shoes are absolutely destroyed due to me running so fast and running for so long. With that, they tell me that they got me and direct me to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s suit manufacturing building. With that, I am instantly directed into the building, and with that, they begin developing my costume with design inputs and even material inputs from me. I also asked S.H.I.E.L.D. whether or not they can base my costume off of a lion in terms of design, and that whether or not the suit can be made out of a fabric which has a vibranium and adamantium alloy woven into the fibers of the fabric. They tell me that they got me and instantly go to work on my new suit. While my suit's being made, S.H.I.E.L.D. performs a bevy of experiments on me. These include how much I need to sleep, how much I need to eat, and those sort of things, and what my limits are in terms of my superpowers. Each of the experiments takes around 3 days to complete, but there is still a lot of time before my suit is finally finished. This is because they need the vibranium necessary in order to make the fabric that my suit needs in order to be completed, and with that, it takes around 6 months for my suit to be completed. But I don't just waste this extra time slacking off. Oh, no. Instead, I focus on training and developing my superpowers to the point where they reach an all-new level. I start to train like Goku almost every single day once I'm in the S.H.I.E.L.D. training room, and the final day of my training, I unlock a whole new level of power in terms of developing a new attack. A Sonic Roar attack. The sonic roar attack easily could knock back opponents, levitate opponents, and create tornadoes with just its sound alone. And with my newfound powers, I easily get excited to test it out on some opponents. I tested it out on the combat dummies that Shield provided to me, and with that, my test of my newfound power is a complete and total success. They then tell me that my suit has been completed, and they've recruited a special someone into the Avengers. I have no idea what they're talking about in terms of the special someone until I see a panther-shaped mask being sat down on one of the tables that Shield has. I instantly recognize the mask as Black Panther's, and I instantly drop everything and start fanboying, as Black Panther is one of my favorite superheroes besides Goku. With that, I ask for his autograph, and then he tells me that he can do me one better. With that, he points what appears to be a gun and starts sewing on a lion-shaped logo on the back of my suit, and instantly pulls out a pen and starts signing my autograph with the other hand, while he's using his other hand to hold the sewing gun that he is using to sew on the lion-shaped logo that will go on the back of my suit. Black Panther then finishes off sewing the logo, and then he finishes off signing my autograph. With that, I am so grateful for everything that he's done and so overcome with emotion to the point where I even start to cry. Black Panther then hugs me and tries to console me, but I am left an unconsolable mess, and with that, his vibranium suit is now officially ruined due to me crying all over it. With that, Black Panther thanks me for being such a good fan and even invites me to go to Wakanda so that way I can meet the Dora Milaje and even have lunch with him. I then bow to him as that is such a great honor, and I instantly faint once the bow is finished once I realize what he just offered me. I instantly say yes to the offer, and Black Panther goes into his vibranium infused jet, which he left at the Shield parking lot, and I instantly start running to the African nation of Wakanda. I noticed that Black Panther's vibranium infused jet is much faster compared to the jets I've seen, to the point where it can even keep up with me at its max speed. With that, Black Panther goes at max speed, and I instantly start to go at max speed myself, and with that, we are equals to each other. I then say to Black Panther, "You want a race?" Black Panther declines, and I truthfully respect that. I then hear Shuri over the intercom saying, "Come on, you never get the chance to race anyone. Plus, he's your biggest fan, you owe it to him." Black Panther then accepts the offer, and we instantly begin racing each other throughout the African nation of Wakanda, with me winning the race by a single hair. I then go to T'Challa's palace, where I see the kitchen has been fully stocked with enough food to feed a small army. I then see my friends, Jane Foster and her friends, as well as Thor and the Hulk, are also there with me. I then say hi to them, and with that, we instantly begin enjoying our meals. I then ask the Hulk if he would like to go to a planet to mend his relationship with the Hulk. He asks me what I mean, and then I tell him about the planet of Sakaar. If you guys don't know what the planet of Sakaar is, it is a planet whose beings are as strong as the Hulk, and their society is run like the gladiatorial games of Rome, in that it's nothing but fighting, and more fighting 24/7. I then tell Bruce Banner about this, and he instantly gets excited and lights up. He then says, "Whoa, are you serious? This will be great in terms of mending my relationship with the Hulk. The Hulk can let loose, and I won't have to worry about destroying anything. Finally, I won't have to see him as a disease, and I will see him as an ally who can save planets with his strength alone." Bruce Banner then thanks me, and the Wakandans then hear our conversation, and they prepare a spacecraft so that way Bruce Banner and the Hulk can go off to planet Sakaar, so that way Bruce Banner can mend his relationship with the Hulk. With that, Bruce Banner's spacecraft is prepared, and with that, he flies off to the planet of Sakaar. Meanwhile, I begin exploring Wakanda till I hear the sounds of catastrophe happening. Loud bangs and booms ring throughout the African nation of Wakanda, and then I see him, Abomination. Unfortunately, though, the Hulk spacecraft is out of sight, meaning that we don't have the Hulk in order to protect us from Abomination. However, though, I am more than enough for Abomination. As a fun fact about me, guys, I have black belts in multiple martial arts. Because of my superpowers combined with my martial arts experience, I am more than enough for Abomination. However, though, Black Panther decides to tag along and act as backup for me while I'm fighting Abomination. I accept his help, And with that, I am fighting Abomination with the Black Panther by my side. And with that, we are easily able to dominate over Abomination to the point where he eventually dies because of his injuries caused by the claws our seats have. Additionally, due to me striking so fast, Abomination couldn't even use his healing factor to heal his injuries. Thus, his injuries began getting worse and worse and worse until he eventually died on the battlefield. With that, the Dormilaje thanks me due to Abomination being a much tougher threat that they could not handle by themselves, and with that I tell them that it's no problem and that I will be willing to help them out whatever trouble comes their way. They thank me again, and with that I run off back to S.H.I.E.L.D. so that way I can continue my training to enhance my powers even further beyond. Also comes with me to S.H.I.E.L.D. so that way he can be recruited as an Avenger, and so that way the Avengers can have one more ally on the ranks. And with that being said though guys, that's gonna about do it for today's video. See you guys later, goodbye, and remember the Anime Abraham Army loves you and will always love you. If you guys like the way this series is starting out so far, or just want to see the part 2 come out faster, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and show this video tons of support, as it not only lets the big bad YouTube algorithm know that I exist, but it also motivates me to make more videos just like this. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And with that being said though guys, peace out, and I'll catch you on the road, and see you guys later. Peace.